CoQ10, suppose, which is bring your cholesterol down or is good for other things, I mean the antitoxin, and you could not buy it unless you go to your doctor. Your doctor say, yeah, I write you prescription, and then you go to pharmacy, and then they will be in charge of them, so they sell you much more expensive than you could purchase it like through Vitacost.com, VITACOST.com. If anybody wants to have any vitamins, please go to this website. I give through Canada and USA. It's flat fee charge. They send you whatever you purchase. They have a lot, every brand, organic, and I mean everything that you want to purchase in Canada or USA from organic or from other places, Vita Shop or etc. You just go to Vitacost.com. Within 3 days, you will get your shipment. Vitacost.com is the way to go. So anyway, we have about 7 minutes, and 9:05 still is with us. We appreciate Suzanne, and I forgot the other person's name, and everyone that they called. And do you have any other comments, 9:05, please, or any anything? Please go ahead.
Well, I'm just sure with trying to run something this big, is there a way people can send his party donations at all?
Yes, actually. So we're most definitively, there are donation places on our website, CanadianActionParty.ca. Our new face, which our web team is working on right now, is called CanadianActionParty.net. It's for our recruitment of our electoral district associations across the nation. But becoming a member of our group is part of the process. And it's only a $10 fee, but the irony is that if you donate $25 and get your membership at the same time, it actually only costs you $6, and the money you get back from saving in the taxes at the end of the year. But on our website, CanadianActionParty.ca, there's links there to join the party. And as we are transitioning right now, our new face, we have a bit of it up already on the internet called CanadianActionParty.net. You can see what our new face is looking towards, because we realize we need to build the infrastructure and move ahead and link this great nation with 308 electoral district associations across the nation, and we're intent on doing that. And we would, and the way the laws are in Canada, any political party can only receive $1,100 maximum per year from any individual citizen. You cannot have corporate donations. These rules were changed to make it harder on smaller parties and to a certain extent to usurp and maintain the control of the leading few parties that unfortunately have been subverted from the best interest of the Canadian society as a whole. So we're starting from the bottom floor, but our nation is still strong, vibrant, and future-oriented. We can come together individually, and joining our party and making donations that way, tax receipts are issued immediately, and you can help shape the future of our nation, and we fully intend to do exactly that. So thank you for that question. CanadianActionParty.ca, donations as well as memberships are always greatly appreciated and much needed. And just to come back to something, Mark, quickly, we haven't defeated a Codex Alimentarius here in Canada. We have not at all. We stopped Bill C-51 and Bill 52. Canada is under the mandate and request to become Codex compliant by 2010. And there's every indication that our current federal government is intending to bring us that way. Although Bill 51 and Bill C-52 were defeated, were back-tabled, if you will, they will rear their ugly heads again in the new year. And there are groups, including Canada, in Toronto locally, we have the Canadian Natural Health Coalition here, who is very much involved in this, and Sean Buckley, a constitutional lawyer out in Western Canada, who's the president of the Natural Health Products Protective Association, has even drafted a constitution for health freedom for our nation and setting up our own Ministry of Wellness, because as it stands now, if they outlaw and criminalize things like vitamins and supplements and probiotics and minerals, You might as well criminalize water unless we get it from a certain group. This will make the costs of these things that are actually available to us exorbitant, things that we need to maintain and assure our health and wellness. We do not need to go get prescriptions from physicians to do that. We have freedom of choice to decide what we put in our bodies or do not. We should have freedom of choice as to what products we wish to actually use to improve our health, and we do not need legislative laws to go create, again, at a corporate level, a monopoly of corporations who provide products for us at profit for things that actually we need and that we have entitlement to. You can look at it any way. When we make laws like that would make vitamins and minerals illegal unless by prescription, well, again, you go back and look at the pharmaceutical industry. It just came out with a new anti-cholesterol drug called Cordaptec, which is vitamin B12, and they're selling that to us at a profit. They just found a new way to enhance it staying in your body. So they're selling us things that we actually have here to help our health and wellness to begin with. But the irony is, once they make these laws pass, Codex by example, they make illegal the things we normally have access to now, and they profit off of selling that stuff. And that can't happen. But it's all part of the same globalization program for the corporations and not for the individuals. Another good example of it.
Exactly, indeed. And I would like to ask you a question that are you going to come back again to our show in the near future, or is this going to be the first one? I mean, the last one?
Well, my perspective is simply this, is that the public needs to be awakened, the public needs to be unified, the public needs to hear the messages, and to a certain extent, seeing oneself as a messenger and the opportunity to provide a message, no matter what degree people are willing and able to listen to, then I become a blowhorn and a trumpet, and nothing will stop me from sounding, and I would welcome coming back to your show.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate you indeed, and I will be always in touch with your organization. Please give my best regard to Connie Fogel and Baraja and rest of the crew of Canadian Action Party that working hard to make a new website and answering telephones. And I advise also people give donations to Canadian Action Party that represent not only Americans, and I believe you have an American chapter too, don't you? We have less.
I'm not completely sure of that. Our rules say that we cannot do that in Canada, but across Canada we are change. We are change. Toronto, Vancouver, Ottawa, Montreal, from border to border we are change, and we welcome the Americans join us as we try to change our nations for ourselves rather than.
Exactly, because I remember Connie Fogel was invited a few times here in USA, and actually when later on, I know this month is busy, but I hope I will get you one more time before the January, and then after January also we will continue different times, and we have right now about 40 people listening. And we have in the room about 7-8 people too. So about 50 people are listening to you right now. So that's excellent. And
we'll package it. We'll put it up. And you know what? And as we go out more and more, these issues come forward. But one thing about the Canadian Action Party as well, it supports an independent investigation of 911. We have our soldiers in a war right now, and our country is losing its freedoms because of what may be not an entirely true state of affairs. So that's something that we are supporting as a party, and it needs to be investigated. And we let the population know that that's exactly our concern, because we have concerns, and we all should be concerned.
Exactly, indeed. So 905, still we are connected, although we run, still we are broadcasting and recording. Still, as our time went over, it doesn't matter. Do you have any final question or anything from Dr. Moulden before we say goodbye to him?
I believe that he's a bright, shining star in Canadian politics. I think we're going to hear an awful lot more about him. And like I said he's the one to put Canada into direct action. no more left or no more right. With him, it's just going to be straight ahead. And we posted it up on quite a few message boards so people can come back and listen to the archives on Blog Talk.
Oh, yeah, you're an exchanger, right?
I am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. I know you are one of my loyal listeners, too.
And I think
I know.